It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. That speech was written over 100 years ago by Theodore Roosevelt. Over 100 years ago. This man created by writing on a piece of paper, and then he got up and he presented himself to the entire world. And over 100 years later, a man reads this speech to me with enthusiasm, with purpose and passion, and it changed my life. It gave me hope, it gave me inspiration, and it gave me confidence in the life that I have chosen to live and the life that I will continue to live. This channel took a fatal blow. It had a surge of adrenaline, and then it flatlined. And that's where we're at right now. We need a little bit of resuscitation. I had a lot of emotions going on in the last couple months, and I was just letting everyone have it. I was letting you have it. I didn't want to listen to anybody. I was very, very sad and angry, had a lot of pain, and I was just going with my gut, even though so many of you said, hey, Joel, don't make any major decisions for at least a couple months. I didn't listen. I felt so strongly about what I had to do. So I went and I changed the channel name. I just totally eliminated what I had worked 6 years to build, a brand. Bums on a Boat was the brand. A lot of you have said, hey man, we love Bums on a Boat. We love you, but I hated just the sound of the name. I had to change it, and I didn't give myself time. I just kept creating, and so many of you, you watched, and then you took the time to leave an encouraging, thoughtful, heartfelt comment that actually made a difference in my life. You guys are awesome. And that's what I've realized in the last couple weeks now. While I've been off the grid healing, I've been spending time with family, doing what I need to do. I needed to step away from the cameras. I needed to step away from editing and everything because it was toxic, And I've had some time to think about it. And the channel name, it's Yahweh Yah right now. It made a lot of sense to me at the time. I was very emotional. But a lot of patrons, a lot of my friends and family, and a lot of you who have left comments have made very good points. And another really huge point is the fact that I didn't include any of you in this decision. And I think that that's not fair. In fact, that's just plain stupid of me. So yeah, it is just me now, but it's not, because we're a humongous team and I'm not able to do what I'm passionate about, which is create, which is live a life of amazing passion and of loving and hurting and living and pain and suffering and overcoming, adventure and all of that stuff, and then creating and being able to share it with you. I'm not able to do that if you're not on the other end taking the time to watch what I'm producing, and you're not giving attention, and then you're even going a step further. You're providing feedback in the comments, which is helping me grow, helping me to create better content. So you're a vital part of this team, and I want to include you in this next chapter, which starts with rebranding the entire channel. It starts with a new name, a new concept, but really the name. And a lot of you have said, look, names are not that important. The content is what's king, and I understand that. But to me, the name is very important. It gives me direction, and I am going to open up this discussion to all of you. So the patrons and I have an awesome team of patrons, and they are a vital part of my team as well. They ensure that I can continue to create, whether anyone watches or not. As long as they're there, the core, they're like, we love you, Joel. You create, you put it on YouTube, you get 2 views. Get 1 view, doesn't matter. We want you to continue to live your life. We want you to create. We love what you're doing. And that's what the patrons are for me. So the patrons basically ensure that I can create and put it out there, and no one has to watch. It's fine. They watch. And because of them and their support, I'm not only inspired and held accountable, but I hold them accountable as well. I inspire them. I've seen many patrons who went from having no boat to, hey, Joel, I got a boat. We got a boat. We fixed it up. All of a sudden, hey, we're cruising. We're excited. Life is awesome. Thank you. Thank you for doing what you do. That's meaningful. That is amazing. That is what I do. I produce, I create, and I live a crazy wild life. Inspirable head. But the other thing here is the patrons and I, we came up with Joel's journey. We had a meeting. We talked about it. I think a lot of people are scratching their heads at Yahoel Yah. And the main thing is it's really not search optimized. It doesn't help anybody. Anyone that's new that comes to the channel, they're going to see Yahoel Yah. You know, if they do know what it means, they're going to think that, I don't know what they're going to think, you know. And then the picture, you know, I was very emotional. I have a purple sweatshirt on, and I actually cut up shorts and put them on my head. It made a lot of sense at the time, you guys. I was emotional. I was going through some stuff, and I was just putting it out there. And so many of you guys stuck with me. And you know what? Really what it was a vetting process. I vetted everyone out. You know, I don't even care how many subscribers. I've lost a lot of subscribers. And that's fine, because the ones who truly care about what's going on here, the ones who are really in my corner supporting what this is, they're sticking around. They stuck around through some ugly times. And, you know, I got to say, some of those episodes I put out, very emotional, very angry, not very inspirational. It was just me throwing a pity party, being angry, but being real and being honest, which is always what you're going to get with this channel. I will be real. I will be honest. This, what you're seeing now, this is real. This is not fake. I'm pumped up. I'm inspired. I'm enthused. Life is all right, man. Life is all right. I got punched right in the face. I got knocked down. My heart got broken. It happens, man. It happens. It happens to so many of you. A lot of you out there have been through much worse. But, you know, who's comparing with worse and better? But 40 years of marriage, you have kids, and then you go through something like this. I mean, I'm not strong enough. I don't know what I would do. I think I would want to give up. But so many of you didn't give up. And you guys took time, over 900 comments. You guys came flooding in when I was at my lowest point. And you watched and you left comments and you shared your personal life with me in order to uplift me, in order to share perspective, in order to give me hope. You guys put yourselves out there for anyone to see. And you shared your personal life story, which basically was saying, look, Joel, I know this is hard. I know what you're going through is rough, but I've been through worse. I've been through hell and back, and I'm doing all right, and you're going to be all right. And you know how many people told me, they looked me in the eye, or they left comments, they reached out to me on Instagram. I fell off the grid. It was hard to reach me, and people figured out how to reach me. And they just said, Joel, you're going to be all right. Things are going to be okay. Just stick it out. Take care of yourself. Give yourself time. You will be okay. And now, you know what? I believe them. I know that they're right. And this channel will continue on. But I want to hear from you, because you are a vital part of this team. This is a team effort here. And I don't have what I have without you. I don't get to travel, and I don't get to create and produce content and videos. And now I'm making music, so be ready for that. But I like to produce, I like to create, and I like to share it. But if there's nobody to share it with, if nobody cares what I'm doing, then I don't get to do what I do. And that's a huge part of what I'm doing. Sailing and traveling, that's all very important. But how I'm doing it, which is creating, how I'm producing money and how I'm able to live my life is higher. It's more important than even sailing and traveling. I don't want to just work a random job and save it up and then go sail and travel as long as I can and not work. I love to work. I love to struggle. I love to figure things out. I love to produce. I love to create. And because of you, I'm able to do that. I'm able to do that and still continue forward in my journey of life in a crazy, wild adventure that is my life. It's very, very abnormal, but that was my goal 8 years ago. I didn't want to live a normal life, whatever that looks like. Well, all of a sudden, I decided maybe normal life doesn't look so bad, and then, bah! Here I am. My life is very abnormal. It is strange as can be. Many people don't know what I'm doing and how I even make a living, and what am I going to do now, you know? I mean, all those things. It's very great questions, but anyways, the patrons and I, we came up with Joel's journey. We talked about it. We had multiple votes, and it was kind of unanimous. But there are some patrons who really miss Bums on a Boat. They say, look, we support you, we love you, but man, just go back to Bums on a Boat. You worked so hard on that brand, and it was yours from the beginning, and you and the boys, you started it, and it's a story. And Bums on a Boat means something to me. Bums on a Boat inspired me, and I'm sad that you just trashed it like that. But to me, it was my way of moving on. I had to do that. But right now, I'm open-minded, okay? I'm open to anything. So I want you, all the true fans, because you only have 3 days from the time that I share this video. And I've been off the grid for a while. So the only ones who are watching this video are true fans of Joel, Bums on a Boat, whatever you call this journey, this story, with these creations. You're the true fans who found this video and watched it within 3 days, even though it's coming out at a random time because I fell off the map, fell off the grid. I needed to heal. I needed to take time for myself. So it is what it is, but here we are. And if you're watching this and you have an idea for this channel name, I want you to put only one name, not 5 or 6, or it could be this or that or the other. One, and if you think it should be Bums on a Boat, you're like, go back to Bums on a Boat. I love Bums on a Boat, what it stands for. Then just put one name. What is your suggestion? What do you think this channel name should be? Because you are a part of this channel, and I'm going to take all of this into account. And I want you to put the name, and I want you to put why you think it should be that name. Just why you think it should be. And I'm going to go through these over the next 3 days, and I'm going to accumulate my favorites. And also, if I see a repeating pattern, if I see a lot of the same, even if it's not technically my favorite, I'm going to put it down there. Okay? And I want everyone to share what you think this channel name should be. And then I'm going to compile a list, and I'm going to be reading the reasons because that's important to me. Why do you think it should be this? I do like Joel's journey. The little hesitation I have is it's just about me. And I don't know, maybe the Bums on a Boat was a little more broad, and maybe it can be even more, all-encompassing instead of just, Joel's journey. But really, when you look at the last 6 years of content, there's a lot of stuff that has happened. But I have been in episode 1 all the way till now. And, it has been a journey for me, and the journey will continue. So I love Joel's journey. So if you want to vote for Joel's journey, go ahead. But if you like Yahuel Yah, that's what I love about so many of you guys is you just said, hey, that's awesome, Joel. Yahuel Yah, you go, Yahuel Yah. We're going to keep watching because of you. You could call it, poop on a stick for all I care. Poop on a stick. Let's go, baby. There's my tagline, poop on a stick. We watch for you. I'm not going to name the channel Poop on a Stick, honestly. But I'll veto you if that's your name, if that's what you're going for. But, the ones who have been here for years, even if you're new, which, we're going through transition. I'm not expecting a lot of new viewers to be clicking on these videos, to be honest, because, this is just for the family, for the close-knit family, the team. So what do you think I should name this channel? I have some exciting news to share. There are actually some great things on the horizon, but I'm not going to share them with you. We're not even going to get there yet until I get this channel name figured out. I get the whole thing rebranded, and then I go to Patreon, and I change the Patreon title, the name, and I change everything on that, and I got to change my Instagram and social media. I got to figure this out because I've been going back and forth from Bums on a Boat, then Yahuel Yah meant a lot to me, and like many of you suggested, I stepped away. I just said, you know what? I'm done. No more filming. No more editing. No more, trying to think about names or writing names. No more. I just put it down. I went and visited my sister and my nephew. I've been spending time with my brother and sister-in-law, Maria. I got my mom flying into town. I'm hanging out with my dad. I'm hanging out with family and friends. I had a little fun. I went snowboarding. Yeah, that's right. I just stepped away for a bit, but there's something pulling me back because I've realized I am passionate about what I'm doing right now. I'm standing here looking at a camera, screaming at it. Woo! Letting it go, letting it all out, baby. I'm passionate about that. And then I'm going to sit down and I'm going to edit on a computer. I love editing. I love it. It's all part of the creative process. That's calling me back. So I'm going to continue to do that. And like I said, there's some really exciting things coming. So this channel is not dead yet. It is definitely in resuscitation mode. It flatlined a couple times, and someone's beating on the chest. Come on, baby, and and it's doing that right now. It's starting to cough. There's a little water coming out of the side of the face, so it's coming to life as we speak. And you guys are gonna help me bring it all the way to life. And if you just say, look, Joel, call it what you want, that's fine too. Just say, look, it's your channel. You should come up with the name, And if that's what you think, I just want to hear what you guys think. I understand that we're a part of a team, and somehow I got it in my head through everything that happened that I need to do things for me and I need to make my own decisions and don't listen to anybody or anyone else. It's me, it's my channel. Me, my, rah. And I took that to heart and I just got angry and I just didn't want to listen to anybody. I thought I knew best. And I'm confident in the life I live. I'm confident in myself, but it doesn't mean that I shouldn't listen to other people. I mean, there's a lot of amazing people out there with brilliant advice who have so much more experience in life. I mean, I'd be stupid not to listen to you guys. So yes, I'm going to listen. So leave the comments in there. Let me know what you think the channel name should be and why. I'm going to compile the list. I'm going to go to the Pats Patreons who are probably going to be like, Joel's Journey, come on, we're the Pates. You should listen to us. But they're open-minded, and you know what I love about the patrons is, I mean, some of them just support me and love me, and they don't even really check in. They're like, you do your thing, man. I mean, I don't even have time to watch sometimes what you're doing, but I love you. I love what you're doing. You just keep doing it. And then there's others who are super engaged, and then there's some who are gaining inspiration, and then there's others who are giving inspiration. They're giving back. They're living their life of their dreams. They've already done so much, and they're just like, look at this guy. I want to see him succeed. I want to see him continue to do what he does. I'm going to be a pay. I'm going to support. So I got them all over the board, and we're going to take this list. We're going to narrow it down, and then we're going to come out with another episode coming soon after you guys give me your ideas, and we're going to have a vote. I'm going to tell you, like, our top. I got to come up with five. How about top 5, all right? 5 is a lot of names. We're going to come up with top 5 names, and I'm gonna really read why you think. If you just put a name without a reason why you think, I don't know. I mean, I'll write it down, but it's probably not gonna hit as hard as if you're like, well, it should be Bums on a Boat, because you've spent 6 years growing a brand, and it's inspired so many, and I love the message behind it, and whatever it is, just share that. And again, if you don't care and you're like, Joel, this is your decision, you should make it. And I hear enough of that feedback, I'll take it to heart. And then I'll go with Joel's Journey, because the patrons and I came up with Joel's Journey. So Joel's Journey is at the top of the list. Yahoel Yah, that's going to be my own personal inspiration. I'm going to probably get a tattoo of Yahoel Yah. I'm going to wear purple. That means something to me. It gives me purpose and direction. It helps me to stay accountable, and it just gives me a little inspiration. But for a channel name, especially what's happened and what's going forward, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And it's hard to pronounce. And if someone asks, like, oh, what's the channel name? I think it should be pretty easy to remember, which Bums on a Boat was easy to remember. Someone would ask, Bums on a Boat. Oh, all right. Off they go. They know it. That's effective. Our original channel name was Sailing Sustainably. They'd be like, what's your channel? Sailing Sustainably. Sailing Sustainable? Huh? What does that mean? And then you go through this whole conversation, and they didn't remember it, and, it's a complicated name, so I think an easy-to-remember name is important, but tell me what you think. All right, I think I've rambled enough. We're going to get through this. You guys got through, you get through so much. And what I love is so many of you are in the arena. You're in the arena of life. And I am in the arena of life. When I heard this speech, which sounded familiar at the very end, Cold and Timid Souls, when I heard this speech, I went, whoa! You know what? Yeah, that is me. I'm out there. I'm sailing. I don't know how to sail. I'm getting out in the ocean. I'm getting way overwhelmed by weather, and I don't know a lot about the boat, and I'm going in boat yards and ripping things apart and figuring it out as I go. I'm getting my heart broken. I don't know if I'm going to have enough money to keep going, but I'm just going for it anyway. Going to new country. Yeah! I'm struggling. You know how many times I failed in the last 6 years? Failed right in front of everyone and just put it out on camera. Oh, I'm an idiot. I did that. I failed again. I fail and fail and fail. And you know what? Finally, I see that as a great thing. That's great. He makes so much sense because I'm out there going for it. And so many of you are doing the same. And if you're not, you will be. You will be. Trust me. Just keep watching this channel. If you're sitting back and you're scared, a timid soul who's just criticizing other people for putting themselves out there, for going for their dreams, for shooting for the stars, well, just give it time. Keep watching this channel. Next thing you know, you're going to be out there making a dummy of yourself. And then you will accomplish. You will succeed. You will be great.